Hello and welcome to the Army Recognition Defense Web TV. In this new edition we will bring you two new show reports. The first one on the IDEF 2013 defense show that was held this year in Turkey, and the second one on the IDET 2013 event held in May in Czech Republic. We will then focus on the land-based version of the Aster 30 surface-to-air missile. We will also bring you details on the new advanced Super Hornet naval fighter by Boeing. And finally, we will cover some of the latest technological developments for the US military infantry. But let's start with the news in brief. At MAX 2013, the international air show held recently in Moscow, Russian company Almak presented for the first time to the public its new S-350E medium-range air defense missile system. This new missile system is designed to protect assets from strikes of current and future threats, including those made by stealth technology, as well as cruise and ballistic missiles. According to British aerospace officials, the Iraqi government is negotiating with the US government and BAE Systems to purchase 200 Bradley M2A ODS fighting vehicles sometime during the next 15 months. Lockheed Martin received a production contract totaling $3.9 billion to produce elements of the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense Weapon System, or THAAD, for the American Missile Defense Agency and the United Arab Emirates. After a successful cold test completed in Norway in 2012, German armored forces will test the next generation of Puma armored infantry fighting vehicle in hot weather conditions. For this purpose, two Puma were airlifted by Antonov transport aircraft from Germany to the UAE. All 66 Joint Light Tactical Vehicle prototypes have been delivered to the US military so that 14 months of testing can begin at Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland and Yuma Proving Ground in Arizona. Full-scale testing is scheduled to begin next week, according to the JLTV Joint Program Office. Azerbaijan intends to purchase a large number of weapons from South Korea, according to a source in the South Korean parliament. According to the source, the intention to purchase modern military weaponry was expressed during the visit of a South Korean parliamentary delegation to Azerbaijan. The Almak Maritime training ship was launched on July 11th in Concarneau, France, and delivered in September 27th to NavOcean, subsidiary of DCI and PRU shipyard, for its ongoing exploitation. The commissioning of the ship will allow DCI to respond to the increasing number of foreign officers cadets trained in France. It could also serve as diverse support vessel, conduct area surveillance missions, or be used as platform to test various equipments at sea. CMN confirmed in early September the signing of a major export contract with Mozambique. The contract includes the delivery of 3 Ocean Eagle 43 trimaran patrol vessels, 3 HSI-32 interceptors, and 18 fishing vessels for a total of 24 ships. Both types of military vessels were developed by CMN R&D department in 2013. The first of 60 Rafale jet fighters fitted with next-generation RBE-2 active electronically scan array radar has been delivered to the French military. The Dassault aviation aircraft, part of the 60-plane 4th production tranche, was handed over to the French procurement agency, DGA. China's first self-developed modern military attack helicopter, WZ-10, has recently launched its first air-to-air missile and successfully intercepted low-altitude targets. IDEF 2013, the 11th International Defense Industry Fair, was held under the auspices and support of the Ministry of National Defense in response of Turkish Armed Forces Foundation between May 7th and 10th, 2013. At IDEF 2013, Azerbaijan unveiled a new 35mm self-propelled air defense gun system named Korkut. It is based on an ACV-30 tracked armored vehicle from the Turkish company FNSS.
This is the gun system which is attached to the command control system, and it has also a tracking radar which has of 10 km range, and it has two guns, as you can see, and it is about for 35mm gun.
Otokar also expands its range of tactical wheeled armored vehicles with new products. At IDEF 2013, the Turkish company unveiled a new member in the Cobra family, the Cobra II. Let's now hear from an Otokar representative that we interviewed during the event on the Cobra II.
Yeah, this is Cobra II, our new 4x4 vehicles. You know, we have a Cobra, the first vehicle. We designed it 15 years ago, and we manufactured a huge amount for Turkish Army and the neighbors. This is the Cobra II, and the main difference between Cobra and Cobra II is weight capacity. Cobra 1 is the 60.5 tons gross vehicle weight. This Cobra II may go up to 11 tons. This means we may add more protection and more mine protection kit. Interior volume is approximately the same, but because of this weight capacity, the protection may be increased very easily. And Cobra II also has two different versions. This one is the non-amphibious one, and the amphibious one will be also ready in a few months.
During the event, Otokar, who was celebrating its 50th anniversary, also introduced its first tracked armored vehicle, the Tulpar. The Tulpar is a next-generation armored infantry fighting vehicle and armored personnel carrier that can meet armored forces' future land defense needs.
The Tulpar is our new infantry vehicle. It is completely designed in-house. That means there is no program that we didn't prepare this vehicle for any program. It's just R&D program and designed in Otokar, and it's normally based on the technology and knowledge that while we are designing Altay, we know a lot of things, and we use this knowledge to design Tulpar. Tulpar is a wide range infantry vehicle. That means the gross vehicle weight may start from 25 tons and goes up to 45 tons. This version just behind me is 35 tons version, and it's a good protection, and the mine protection is one of the basic characteristics of Tulpar. It may be also upgraded up to 45 tons. That means we can put more power, the firepower at the top, or we may increase the protection according to the requirement. The basic design characteristic of Tulpar is very flexible vehicle. That means we can change the firepower, we can change the protection, or we can change the engine.
At IDEF 2013, French company Silas showcased its ground laser target designator, the DHY-307. Laser target designation is one of Silas' specialties. Its laser target designator has been successfully proven for guiding any type of laser-guided weapons, such as bombs, missiles, and artillery shells, including NATO, Russian, and Chinese ones. Italian company Otto Melara unveiled for the first time the 40mm single fast 40 naval mounting with dual feeding system and stealth cupola. This weapon is fitted with a 40mm cannon characterized with a high rate of fire, high accuracy, and two ammunition feeding system that provides the plentiful availability of two different types of ready-to-fire rounds. This new gun mount will be installed on Turkish Navy future LST ships built by Adik Shipyard. IDET, the International Fair of Defense and Security Technology, was held in May this year in Czech Republic. It is one of the biggest shows of defense technology in Central and Eastern Europe. Foreign delegations from 21 countries, invited by Minister of Defense of the Czech Republic and the Chief of Staff of the Army, participated in the fair. The highest number of foreign visitors came from Slovakia, Poland, Hungary, Germany, Austria, France and the United Arab Emirates. At IDET 2013, Czech company Rafale unveiled a new short-range radar system. The Revisor is a basic radar sensor for battlefield airspace survey. The system detects, identifies and tracks air targets with high accuracy and data refresh rate. The Revisor supports advanced SHORAD or V-SHORAD systems to effectively destroy air attack threats. Let's now listen to a Rafale engineer who gave us a few details on this new system during IDET 2013. THAAD trucks presented its special vehicles dedicated to military and firefighting use. THAAD defense trucks were represented by the 7 series line, showing the hook lift and container carrier, a 4x4 chassis, the 8x8 Mammoth recovery vehicle for recovery of wheeled tactical vehicles, and the THAAD Phoenix 6x6, cargo and troop carrier. Ministry of Defense of the Slovak Republic unveiled at IDET 2013 a new program to upgrade BVP-2 armored infantry fighting vehicle, a local production of Russian-made BMP-2. Due to the high number of this type of vehicle in service with the Slovak Army and the reduction of defense budget, several companies have teamed to provide an upgraded vehicle able to protect the soldiers against new threats of the modern battlefield. More details now with an interview on the BVP M2 we conducted during the event.
My name is Stefan Hlavati, I am from company VOP Trenčín. VOP Trenčín is one of the companies that are preparing modernization of BMP-2 for the Slovak Armed Forces. In cooperation with Excalibur Army and EVPU Nova Dubnica, we started working on modernization since 2009. There is a requirement from Slovak Armed Forces at the Ministry of Defense to modernize their current stock of BMPs. Our goal was to prepare a new vehicle that will be suitable for current combat operations and to use old platform of BMP-2 for this project. The demonstrator that we have at the exhibition is the result of cooperation of those companies. New vehicle fulfills all requirements that we received from the soldiers. It has increased firepower, ballistic and anti-mine protection, and also we increased space for soldiers inside the vehicle.
Can you tell us how long do you think the industrial process would take from taking an original BMP-2 chassis to obtaining the end result of the BVP-2?
So at this stage we have full functional prototype of the turret, and the chassis of the vehicle is demonstrated. As soon as we have official requirements from Slovak Ministry of Defense, we will start working on prototype. We expect official requirement very soon, and our goal was to prepare a functional prototype by the end of this year.
During IDET 2013, Army Recognition editorial team gathered new information on the 2K12 Cub surface-to-air missile system modernization program. The joint Rafale MBDA project was unveiled 2 years ago during the previous edition of IDET. The final version of the first modified unit was delivered 1 year ago for evaluation by the Czech Army. Local small arms manufacturer CZ was also showcasing its latest products. The CZ-75 SP-01 Phantom guns are designed primarily for the needs of armored forces. From the perspective of design, the Phantom is an extension of the design of the legendary CZ-75. The new Scorpion Evo 3A1 shoots from the front position of the dynamic cutoff and is fitted with a tiltable and telescopic armrest for precise shooting in distances up to 250 meters. During the event, Czech company VOP unveiled on the Czech Army Pavilion its newly delivered LAV CBRN light armored vehicle system. It is based on an Iveco LMV chassis. The LAV CBRN system is designed to perform CBRN reconnaissance both in urban areas as well as in rough country terrain. It ensures automated collection and processing of data from the CBRN mission package instruments to identify toxic chemicals in the air or on the ground surface, detect sources and fields of ionizing radiation when driving on the roads or in the country. Among other instruments, the LAV CBRN is fitted with ProEngine's renowned AP4C portable chemical contamination control device. During the Bastille Day parade rehearsal in July in France, our team had the chance to get briefed on the Aster 30 missile and the SAMP system by some of its operators. The Aster is a vertically launched missile manufactured by Eurosam, a European consortium consisting of MBDA France, MBDA Italy and the Thales Group. Aster 30 missiles are currently used by the French Army and Navy, the Italian Army and Navy and the Royal Navy. Singapore just announced this month they will purchase the system as well. Now let's hear from the man of the French Army Air Defense Squadron 12950, Turson from Mont-de-Marsan, that we interviewed in July in France.
Le système SAMP Mamba est le dernier moyen de défense solaire en service dans l'armée française. Donc, c'est un système de défense solaire moyenne portée qui se constitue d'une conduite de tir et de 4 lanceurs. Donc la conduite de tir se compose d'un module d'engagement, le cerveau du système, un module radar identification qui a une portée de 60 km sur 20 km d'altitude et de son module de génération électrique autonome. Associé à cela, 4 lanceurs missiles, donc de 8 missiles chacun, donc des missiles ayant une portée d'environ 27 nautiques et capables d'intercepter actuellement des menaces de type avion, hélicoptère, drone, mais aussi missiles de croisière et missiles balistiques de terre. Une batterie SAMP Mamba se compose donc de 3 véhicules pour la conduite de tir, 4 lanceurs. Ensuite, associé à cela, vous avez 2 shelters ateliers, un mécanique et un électronique. Vous avez 2 modules de rechargement en missiles. Vous avez 2 shelters rechange pour les pièces électroniques et mécaniques, ainsi que 2 Defenders d'accompagnement.
Bonjour, Caporal Coulot, opérateur de défense solaire de la base de Mont-de-Marsan. Je vais vous présenter le module de lancement terrestre. Il nécessite l'emploi de 2 opérateurs pour le mettre en œuvre. Nous voyons sur le camion divers équipements de communication avec 2 antennes. Nous avons un groupe électrogène parce qu'il est autonome. Nous avons 8 missiles sur une rampe qui se met en érection lors du tir et 4 vérins, 2 de chaque côté pour le stabiliser. Derrière, nous avons aussi un déflecteur de jet, une plaque de fer qui va absorber les déflagrations du missile pour pas qu'il y ait de trous derrière le camion et pour qu'il ne se déstabilise pas. Voilà.
Le gros avantage que représente le système SAMP Mamba, c'est sa capacité à gérer toutes les menaces sur 360 degrés et sur une altitude de 20 km. C'est-à-dire que simultanément, il est capable de traiter 10 cibles qui vont du missile cruise qui vole à très basse altitude à un missile tactique de théâtre qui arriverait à des altitudes proches de 12 à 15 km d'altitude. Donc c'est sa grande capacité, c'est qu'il est capable de gérer toutes ces menaces simultanément sur 360 degrés.
During 3 weeks of flight testing the advanced Super Hornet, Boeing and partner Northrop Grumman demonstrated that the fighter can outperform threats for decades to come with improvements that makes the jet much harder for radar to detect and give it significantly more combat range. Through 21 flights in St. Louis and Patuxent River, Maryland that began August 5th, the team tested conformal fuel tanks, an enclosed weapon pod, and signature enhancements, each of which can be affordably retrofitted on an existing Block 2 Super Hornet aircraft or included on a new jet. Improvements to the aircraft's radar signature, including the enclosed pod, resulted in a 50% reduction compared with the US Navy's stealth requirements for the current Super Hornet variant. The test also showed that the CFTs increases the jet's combat radius by up to 130 nautical miles, for a total combat radius of more than 700 nautical miles. The improvements will ensure that the advanced Super Hornet outpaces enemy aircraft and defenses through 2030 and beyond, especially when that enemy tries to deny access to a specific area, such as skies over international waters near its assets. Boeing and Northrop Grumman funded the testing. The companies, along with Hornet industry team partners GE Aviation and Raytheon, are investing in more advanced technologies for the advanced Super Hornet, including internal infrared search and track, an enhanced engine, and a next-generation cockpit. The US Army has launched an ambitious modernization effort that involves sending new equipment, along with battle-tested gear, directly from Warzone in the Middle East to South Korea, as the service turns its focus to the Pacific region. Part of this modernization effort includes infantry equipment. In their quest for better helmet technologies to keep soldiers and marines safe on the battlefield, researchers at NATIC Soldier Research developed an engineered center here are making a heads-up play. Helmet electronics and display system upgradable protection, or heads-up, has been a 4-year effort at NATIC to provide mounted and dismounted troops with a more fully integrated headgear system. Heads Up has focused on developing a technical data package of design options and trade-offs to build a modular, integrated headgear system. Some of these technologies include improved ballistic materials, non-ballistic impact liner materials and designs, see-through and projected heads-up display technologies, better eye, face and hearing protection, and communications. Lieutenant Colonel Sean Lucas, the PEO Soldier Program Manager for Individual Weapons at Picatinny Arsenal, New Jersey, said the XM25 is currently in the engineering and manufacturing development phase, not yet ready for fielding. The XM25 counter-defilade target engagement weapon system is now in development, but by this time next year, the system may have moved into low-rate initial production, and if so, we lose the experimental X prefix. United States Marines are testing prototypes of the new Marine Austere Patrolling System, or MAPS, at an end-user evaluation from July 17th through 24th in Camp Pendleton, California. The Naval Surface Warfare Center, Dahlgren Division, developed MAPS as an individual, wearable power management and distribution system, enabling Marines to patrol longer without resupply. The U.S. Army Research Laboratory Human Research and Engineering Directorate is nearing completion of a 5-month series of tests to evaluate multiple wire web prototypes devices. This testing evaluates how each prototype incorporates different technologies and approaches to reduce forces on the body, decrease fatigue, stabilize joints, and help soldiers to maintain a natural gait under heavy load. The testing uses a multi-camera motion capture system to determine any changes in gait or balance, a cardiopulmonary exercise testing device to measure oxygen consumption, and a variety of sensors to collect force, acceleration, and muscle activity data. Save the date! Eurosatory 2014 will be held from June 16th to June 20th, 2014 in Paris. Army Recognition is once again the official online daily news for the largest defense exhibition in the world. For Eurosatory 2012, the Army Recognition online show daily was read by an audience of more than 220,000 readers. For the first time, the organizers will be broadcasting a Eurosatory TV all day long, every day, on 18 large screens throughout the exhibition, and some of our own video interviews and reports will be included in the Eurosatory TV. Army Recognition, your communication and marketing partner for Eurosatory. To learn more, make sure you contact our marketing team now. We are at DSCI 2013 in London, UK, with General Collat Desfrancs, Eurosatory Exhibition Director.
Good morning. So my name is Patrick Collat Desfrancs. Eurosatory is an old exhibition. We have been presenting material for land forces for now more than 50 years. Nowadays the show is specialized in land and airland domain for the security and defense materials.
Why do you encourage people from the defense and security industry to visit your event?
At the moment we are in our domain the biggest show in the world. The last Eurosatory is 2012. It has been 1,400 exhibitors, 53,000 professional visits, more than 600 journalists. So we consider that the worldwide people from defense and security domains are present in Eurosatory.
Why should businesses from the industry exhibit at Eurosatory?
I think Eurosatory is different from the other show. We are not only an exhibition, we are really a trade show. A trade show because Eurosatory is not organized by a private company belonging to a hedge fund or something else. Eurosatory is organized by industrialists. You know, Eurosatory belongs to the French Association of French defense and security land manufacturer. That's why all is made in Eurosatory to develop the business. Our only goal organizing this show is to give the exhibitors, to give the visitors the opportunity to develop their business. So we are giving to our exhibitors many free services that you will not find in other shows, allowing you to take your rendezvous, to prepare an appointment, to have a catalog well done, to have do business with show and so on, all many services that you will not find in other shows.
General, thank you for your time, and we wish you the best for the preparation of Eurosatory 2014.